Okay everyone, it is now time for English. I hope you found your spag and reading skills okay. So, today we're going to be looking at formal and informal language and what sort of techniques we can use in each of them, what skills we use. Okay, so here we've got two different tables, table 1, table 2. One of them is things we use for informal language, and one of them represents formal language. Can you tell which is which? So we've got on one side we've got some passive sentence structures. The suspects were seen by. They were traditionally worn by. We've got technical or precise vocabulary choices. Every dancer has unique feet with varying length, shape, arch, flexibility, extension and strength. We've got the use of subjunctive verb forms. If he were to become wealthy, I recommend that he be jailed. We've got use of colons and or semicolons to demarcate independent clauses. He raced on into the darkness. He could hear his mother's voice echoing in his head. And we've got the use of modal verbs. Should it become a problem, might I suggest? So do you think that's formal or informal language? On the other side, we've got contracted apostrophe words. Could've, shouldn't, won't, I'll, would've. We've got question tags. That's surely not the case, is it? You agree, don't you? We've got idioms, colloquialisms, or cliches. Feeling under the weather today. It's raining cats and dogs. It was a no-brainer. We've got dialect and slang words. Do you want to come out? It was a wicked day out. Come here, mate. We've got ellipsis to show a pause or trailing off thought. Or so they thought. Well, the thing is, we've got referring directly to the reader using you. Have you ever thought about? I'm certain that you would find. And we've got the use of a dash to introduce an extra thought or an independent clause. Everything would be okay. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Is that a formal or informal? Well, hopefully you've recognised that this side is formal. Move you a bit. And this side is informal. Okay, so these are all different techniques we can use in formal writing and informal writing. Here we've got one side of the table is formal, one side is informal. And we've got some words. Now some of these words are formal words and some of them are informal. So we've got ear, kids, in some cases, condone, aftermath, unprecedented, scum, got it. So have a think now, maybe draw this out on your paper and see if you can figure out which words are formal and which words are informal. If you want to do that, please pause the video and have a little go. And if you don't, we're going to carry on with it right now. So we've got, first of all, let's do this big word, unprecedented. Well, I don't think I've ever heard anyone use unprecedented as a slang word. It's a very formal... Oh, hello, what are you? It's a very formal word. Unprecedented. We've got the words condone and aftermath. Okay? More formal words. We've got in some cases. That is formal. Okay, all very formal ways of speaking. If I were to say these are unprecedented circumstances, it would mean that they're not very common. If I were to say I cannot condone, that's another word for tolerate. Aftermath is something that has happened, the aftermath of something. So the aftermath of the explosion was that the house fell down. In some cases, so in some cases this might happen, in some cases this might not happen. And then we've got some informal language. We've got kids. Now, kids is actually informal because formally we would say children. The children, not the kids. We've got scum. Okay, scum is a bit of an insult. You might say this person is scum. You might say, if you're Batman, you might say, I'm tired of this villainous scum. We've got ear, because the proper word would be here, come here. But if you're doing a bit of slang, you might say, come here. You've got get 'em. Okay, so that is slang because you would say them, not And you've got gotta. It's got to, not gotta. Some of you use gotta in your English books. It's got to. Gotta is an informal word. Okay, so we've got some more examples here. So vocab for formal writing, you could have community, aftermath, condone, condemn, images, generation, disorder, criticised. We've got formal strength, formal sentence structure, encouraging a return to chaos. Quite nice vocab and very formal. Past perfect continuous tense. This disorder has been taking place. You can tell it's past tense because it's got has and taking. And then we've got the informal. We've got dialect. As we said previously, is them, got it is got to. We've got think is think, ear is hear, nothing is nothing, have, with. We've got the colloquialism of scum. We've got the informal language, as we said, kids instead of children. And question tags. That doesn't give them a right though, does it? Also a bit of dialect there, we've got a bit of So, your job for today is you're going to copy and annotate this conversation, okay? So think about what grammatical differences give away the differences in formality. Think about the grammar used. You're going to use two colours. You're going to use one colour obviously for informal and one colour for formal. And that is all you've got to do for English. Just go through and annotate the conversation. Please send us your work once it's done so we can check it. And that is all for your English today. If you do need any help, please feel free to email. And don't forget to send your work because we will be needing to see what you have done today. Have fun!